Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Real Talk English with Jennie and Jonny, the podcast where you don't just learn English, you learn about life, ideas, and the changing world around you. Today's episode is really special because today we're talking about something that's already changing the way we live, study, and even think. Yes, we're talking about AI, or artificial intelligence, and how tools like ChatGPT are transforming education. And by the way, while listening to this episode, you'll not only gain knowledge today, but you'll also improve your English while listening to this.
Jenny, I feel like everyone's talking about AI these days. My students, my friends, even my mom. She asked me last week, Jonny, can ChatGPT cook?
That's adorable. But that's actually what makes this topic so exciting. AI tools are becoming part of our daily lives, just like smartphones did years ago. But the real question is, how are tools like ChatGPT changing the way students learn? Are they helping students grow smarter or making them too dependent? Let's imagine a classroom, not from the future, but from today. It's a bright morning in Delhi. The fan is spinning, the teacher is writing on the board, and 30 students are trying hard not to fall asleep after lunch.
That sounds exactly like my school days.
Now meet Arav. He's 16 years old. He's preparing for his exams: English, science, history, and math. Like many students, he sometimes struggles to understand concepts quickly. One day, his teacher gives him an essay topic: the importance of education in modern society. Arav wants to write something good, but he doesn't know where to start. So, he opens his laptop, goes to ChatGPT, and types, "Please help me write an essay about the importance of education."
Aha! That's when the magic begins.
Exactly. In seconds, ChatGPT gives him a well-written essay, structured, clear, and full of ideas. Arav reads it, amazed. But here's the turning point. Instead of just copying it, he decides to learn from it. He asks, "ChatGPT, can you explain what lifelong learning means?" And the AI explains it in simple words. He asks again, "Can you help me make my own version in my own style?" Now he's not just reading, he's interacting, learning new phrases, new grammar, and new ideas.
That's actually quite powerful, Jenny. Because earlier, students had to search hundreds of websites to find explanations. Now, they can just ask and learn instantly.
Exactly, Jonny. AI tools like ChatGPT have turned learning into a conversation, not a struggle. Let's be honest. For many years, education was about memorizing. We used to believe, the more you remember, the smarter you are. But now, with AI tools, information is everywhere. You can ask ChatGPT, "Explain photosynthesis," and you'll get a simple, clear answer in seconds. So, the value of education is slowly changing, from just knowing things to actually understanding and thinking about them.
That's true. It's like before, we learned what. Now we learn why and how.
Beautifully said, Jonny. And that's what good teachers and smart students are doing today, using AI as a tool for thinking deeper, not just faster.
But Jenny, doesn't that mean teachers will be replaced by AI?
That's a great question, and one that many people are asking. But here's the truth. AI can explain, but it cannot inspire. It can answer, but it cannot care. Teachers are not just information givers. They are mentors, motivators, and sometimes the people who make students believe in themselves. Let me tell you a small story. Last month, I met a teacher named Mira in Jaipur. She told me that at first she was afraid of ChatGPT. She thought it would make her job useless, but then she decided to try it. She started using ChatGPT to plan her lessons, to get examples, and to make quizzes. She told her students to use it after class to review topics in English. And do you know what happened? Her students' English improved. Not because ChatGPT taught them everything, but because it made learning easier, faster, and more fun.
That's inspiring, Jenny. So instead of replacing teachers, AI is actually helping them.
Exactly. It's like having a smart assistant in the classroom. The teacher becomes the guide, and AI becomes the tool.
But there's also fear, right? Some people say AI makes students lazy or dependent.
Yes, that's true. Every new technology comes with a risk. Calculators, mobile phones, the internet, They all change the way we think. The key is how we use it. If a student copies everything from ChatGPT, then yes, it kills creativity. But if they ask questions, learn new expressions, and try to write their own version, then AI becomes their teacher's helper, not a cheater's tool.
That's a good line. Teacher's helper, not a cheater's tool. I might use that one.
Go ahead, because that's the real message for students. Don't let technology think for you. Let it help you think better. Let's look at the bigger picture, Jonny. For many years, access to education was unequal. Students in big cities had better teachers, more books, more exposure. But what about students in small towns or villages?
Yes, they often had fewer resources and opportunities.
Exactly. Now imagine a student in a small village who can't afford expensive coaching. With a simple internet connection, they can talk to ChatGPT, ask it to explain grammar, math, or science in their language, in simple words. That's powerful. AI is slowly breaking the walls between the privileged and the underprivileged. For the first time, every student, anywhere, has a teacher available 24/7. A teacher who never gets tired, never judges, and always listens.
That's beautiful, Jenny. It's like giving every student a chance, no matter where they're from.
Yes, education through AI can make the world more equal, if we use it with wisdom, kindness, and curiosity. Tools like ChatGPT are not just helping students find answers. They're helping them think better, write better, and speak better. But you know what's even more amazing, Jonny?
What's that, Jenny? Don't tell me ChatGPT can make coffee, too.
Not yet, Jonny, but it can help you order coffee in perfect English if you ever forget the right words.
That's true. I once asked ChatGPT how to order coffee politely, and it told me, "Could I please have a cup of cappuccino?" Sounds so natural. I actually felt like a gentleman that day.
Now let's dive into how AI tools are changing classroom learning. You see, earlier, students used to sit quietly, copy notes, and depend fully on their teacher. But today, learning is becoming more active and personalized. AI tools can now adjust lessons to your level, translate words instantly, explain things in simple English, and even give you practice questions that fit your progress.
That's like having your own private teacher, 24 hours a day.
Exactly. For example, imagine you are weak in English grammar. You can open ChatGPT and say, "Explain present perfect tense like I'm 10 years old." And instantly, it gives you a friendly, clear explanation. That's revolutionary.
Yeah, back in our school days, we used to fight over who gets to talk to the teacher during lunch break. Now students just open an app and get all the help they need. No waiting line.
Yes, but remember, AI should support learning, not replace learning. Because real understanding still comes from curiosity, hard work, and real teachers who inspire you to think. Let me tell you a short story about a girl named Ria. She lived in a small town and wanted to become a teacher, but she struggled with English. She was shy in class, always afraid to speak. One day, her cousin told her about ChatGPT. Ria started using it every night. She would type, "ChatGPT, help me practice English conversation." And ChatGPT would reply like a friendly partner. "Sure, Ria. Let's start. How are you feeling today?" She practiced for weeks. Every time she made a mistake, it gently corrected her, without laughing, without judging.
That's powerful. Sometimes students just need a space where they feel safe to learn without fear.
Exactly, Jonny. And slowly, Ria's confidence grew. She began participating in class, won a small English-speaking contest, and today, she runs her own YouTube channel helping other kids speak English.
That's incredible. So ChatGPT didn't just teach her grammar, it helped her find her voice.
Yes, that's what education in the AI age is really about. Not just information, but transformation.
Jenny, I have a question. Do you think students will depend too much on AI?
That's a very good question, Jonny. And the answer is, it depends on how we use it. AI can be like a bicycle. It helps you go faster, but you still have to pedal. If you stop pedaling, meaning stop thinking, then you're not learning, you're just copying.
That's a brilliant metaphor. So students should use ChatGPT to explore, but not to escape thinking.
Exactly. AI can tell you what the answer is, but you must still learn why it's the answer. That's how we keep education real and meaningful. Let's also talk about teachers. Many teachers once feared AI. They thought it would take away their jobs. But now, many have realized it's actually a superpower for them. They're using ChatGPT to create lesson plans in minutes, write quizzes and assignments, get ideas for classroom activities, and explain hard concepts in simpler language.
So AI is like a smart assistant for teachers, too.
Absolutely. It's helping teachers focus on what humans do best, connecting with students, inspiring creativity, and building confidence. That's something no machine can replace. Another wonderful change is that AI is connecting students from around the world. Earlier, a student in India, Japan, or Brazil might learn English in isolation. But now, with AI-powered chat tools, they can practice with learners from every continent.
That's true. I once met a student from Vietnam who said she learned English by chatting with AI. Now she can talk confidently to anyone in the world.
Yes, and that's beautiful. AI is not just teaching English, it's building bridges of understanding between cultures. And for our listeners, remember, while you listen to us, you'll not only gain knowledge today, but you'll also improve your English while listening to this. Because every conversation, every sentence you hear adds a little more power to your learning journey.
Jenny, where do you see education going in the next 10 years with AI?
Great question. I think education will become more personalized, creative, and global. Imagine AI teachers who can adapt to your mood. Virtual classrooms where students from all over the world learn together. Instant feedback on writing, pronunciation, and even emotional tone. But, and this is very important, we must also teach students human values, creativity, and emotional intelligence. Because even in a world full of smart machines, it's kindness, empathy, and imagination that will make us truly educated. As we come to the end of today's episode, we want you to remember this. AI is not here to replace your mind. It's here to expand it. It's not a shortcut, it's a bridge. And the strongest learners are not the ones who know everything, but the ones who are always ready to learn something new.
So true, Jenny. And to everyone listening, if you're using AI tools like ChatGPT to learn, keep asking questions, keep practicing, and keep believing in yourself. Because the more you explore, the more you grow.
Thank you for joining us today on this special episode. Education in the Age of AI, How ChatGPT is Changing the Way Students Learn. I'm Jenny.
And I'm Jonny, and you've been listening to the J&J English Learning Podcast. Learn English, learn life.